Today's show is all about spring runway trends, and certainly no conversation about spring does not begin without talking about color. And my color this season is pinks. I'm loving all the hot, shocking pinks. I love all the pale petal shades, and I love mixing them together. Loving all these kind of sportif motifs that are happening, almost kind of taking something interesting out of a boy's gymnasium locker, but making it in a very couture sort of way. Interesting mesh details, perforated leathers, the return of kind of a jog pant, but in a very dressed up sort of way, and a lot of scuba cuts and things to jackets and dresses. When you see a color you haven't seen in fashion for a while, it just perks your ears and wakes your eye. And I'm like, women love yellow. They just don't realize they love it yet. So I'm loving it day and night, and I'm showing women how to wear it here in the show. And then certainly all the tribal patterns that we're seeing, you know, and there's a lot of print on the runway. It was a huge print season. Beautiful florals, interesting abstracts, so there's a whole print story. And not only showing prints singularly, but how to mix prints for that very bold customer that wants a statement. And then my finale is all great tribal looks. You know, when it comes to Florida, and even not only Florida, but Southern California, and even through Texas and Georgia, warm climate has a real definite point of view on how we buy for our stores. And again, I bring that message back to designers often. It's never cold here. There's never a reason for heavy clothes. And so I'm always looking for very transitional weights, and I'm looking for color that translates beautifully in the gorgeous Florida sun. Now, that doesn't mean it's always bright. It doesn't mean that it has to be bold or a citrus color, but they need to be colors that aren't muddy and aren't murky and really translate in the beautiful sunshine you have here all the time. Well, there are many ways to wear print this season. And as you know, I'm all about a fancy pant. I call them fancy pants because I love to say it. I think it's such a fun term. But the idea of a printed pant. And I've actually had women come to me and say, oh, I can't wear print on the bottom. You can wear print on the bottom. Because it can be a skinny pant, it can be cut like a men's trouser, or it can be wide and fluid. And actually on many runways, we saw print tops and bottoms, often in the same print, which is very elongating. But also you can wear a great crisp white shirt or a gorgeous blouse in a solid on top of a printed pant. I'm a huge fan of lots of jewelry at one time. And again, I like to say to women, you have my permission to wear as much as you want. One bracelet is never enough. If you're going to wear a bracelet, commit to a wristful of them. So you're going to see that all-important dramatic earring. It's a huge trend this season. It was on every runway. Interestingly, though, for me, a dramatic earring is always a trend. I think a big earring always looks great. It's kind of like a good girl, and your costume jewelry is a little bit like a bad boy, and I think every girl wants to date a bad boy, and if she doesn't really, she has a slight fantasy that she wants to. Wear your diamonds, wear your gemstones, wear fine pearls with costume jewelry, because the costume jewelry feels so excited to be elevated with the fine things, and the fine things have a better time when they go out with costumes. So the idea of I can only wear fine jewelry with fine jewelry, I don't believe in that. I really like to mix it all up. I think it makes it so much more fun. I really believe at the end of the day, confidence is the most important accessory in all of fashion. It's not how much you spend money on your clothes. It's not the designer label that's in the back of your neck. It's really the confidence you wear it with. So if you feel gorgeous and you know you look amazing, you do. And every woman knows when they go and buy something and they put it on, they're not really feeling committed to it. They don't really know if it's them. You never look as great in that piece as you do in something that you just know you look spectacular in. So buy clothes that give you confidence, wear them with confidence, and you'll always look amazing.